So you're a data analyst, right? And your world is probably just buzzing with all this talk about generative AI. Well, we're here to cut through that noise and give you a clear signal. This is your playbook for not just getting by, but actually coming out on top in the age of AI. All right, let's just get it out of the way. The big question, the one that's probably been rattling around in the back of your mind. Is this stuff going to make your job obsolete? The quick answer is no. But the real answer, oh, it's so much more interesting, and that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. So here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the shakeup that's already happening in the market. Then, we're going to bust a huge myth about automation. After that, we'll define your powerful new role as an auditor, give you the mindset you need to succeed, and finally, we'll look ahead to a pretty exciting future of what's being called super agency. Okay, first things first, we got to talk about the changes that are happening right now. It's not the end of the world, but it is a major restructuring. And this really gets to the heart of it. AI isn't causing a mass extinction of jobs, it's causing a total redesign of them. If your role is all about executing tasks, well, you're right in the middle of this shift, because the value is no longer in just doing the work, it's about owning the result. So who's feeling the heat the most? Definitely roles that are 100% operational. And yeah, that hollowing out of junior level work, it's a real thing. AI is just fantastic at that first pass stuff. Drafting, summarizing, basic analysis. That 5% drop in computer industry jobs since late 2022, that's not a blip. It's a signal the ground is shifting under our feet. Okay, but here's where the script flips. This whole idea that all our technical jobs are just going to be automated away, it's a total myth, and we got the receipts to prove it. Think about this. Over 90% of data professionals use Python. It's not some legacy skill on its way out. It is the bedrock. It's the language we're using to build and manage the very AI systems that are supposedly replacing us. And what about good old SQL? Still kicking. It pops up in more than half, over 53% of all job listings for data analysts. You want to know why? Because sure, an AI can spit out a query, but can it really navigate the tangled, thousand-table web of a massive enterprise database? Nope, that still takes a human. But check this out. This is the really wild part. Look at those projections for the future. A 36% jump in demand for data scientists who know their Python, and a massive 75% increase in demand for AI-specific skills like machine learning. The takeaway here is crystal clear. Your tech skills aren't obsolete. They're your ticket to the main event. And that brings us to the biggest reason why you, the human analyst, are becoming more crucial than ever. AI is not perfect. Not even close. In fact, it messes up. A lot. I mean, this chart just lays it all out. Even these souped-up AI models, the ones designed specifically to get facts right, they hallucinate. And what that means in simple terms is they literally just make stuff up. We're talking anywhere from 17% to a whopping 33% of the time. A 1 in 3 chance of being completely wrong? Yeah, that's not a bug. That's a massive business risk that needs a human verifier. So if your job isn't just about doing anymore, then what is it? Well, that brings us to your new upgraded role. Get ready for your new job title, Auditor of Truth. Seriously, your value isn't cranking out code from scratch anymore. It's about being the supervisor, the verifier, the person who connects the AI's output to the actual business. You're moving from the engine room up to the bridge of the ship. This table puts it all in black and white. The old you says, I will do the task for you. But the new you, the highly useful you, says, I used AI to generate some options, I checked its work, and here's the best one. See the difference? Your focus shifts from just completing an operation to ensuring the result. And that is a much safer and more valuable place to be. Okay, so that all sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? Well, it all starts with a fundamental change in how you think. Think of this as your new daily playbook. Step 1, let the AI do the grunt work, generate that first draft. But then your real job kicks in. You start asking questions. Why did it pick that model? You check its homework. Is this data even from this year? You add the one thing it can never have, context. Oh, that spike is because of that crazy marketing campaign we ran last quarter. And then the final, most important step, you sign off on it. You take responsibility. You are the essential human in the loop. And believe me, this human oversight isn't just a nice to have. It's absolutely non-negotiable. First off, liability. You can't sue a piece of code. Regulations like the EU AI Act literally require a human to be responsible. Then there's the edge case problem. AI is a champ at the routine stuff, the 95%, but it completely chokes on that weird 5%. And that's where the most important work happens. It just doesn't get the why. And get this is why experts are already seeing a salary boost of almost 17%. Because their intuition, their gut feeling, it's a superpower for the AI. And this whole shift is literally reshaping companies from the inside out. Forget the old pyramid structure. We're seeing two new shapes pop up: the hourglass, where middle management gets squeezed, and the diamond, where the biggest chunk of the company is made up of people like you, the AI orchestrators. So, where are we heading with all this? It leads to a future that's not about replacement, it's about empowerment. The best way to think about AI is this: it's a tool for what people are calling super agency. It's not here to take your job, it's here to give you superpowers. It's the lever that lets you move mountains. It takes all the tedious, repetitive stuff off your plate, freeing you up to focus on what really matters: the high-stakes, strategic thinking that only a human can do. Look, at the end of the day, the real value was never just in crunching the numbers. It has always been in the human mind. The mind that knows the right questions to ask, that can see the story hiding in the data, and that can use that story to make things happen. AI doesn't threaten that, it supercharges it. So I'll leave you with this question. We know your value has shifted. It's no longer about just doing the task. It's about guaranteeing the result. So what's your next move? How are you going to step up and become that indispensable auditor of truth in this brand new AI era?